on this computer. So hello, goddesses. Hello, hello. Welcome to Breast Cancer Goddess Yoga. I'm so grateful to teach you this morning. And again, this is a wonderful opportunity for us to get to know each other, for us to connect, for us to move our bodies. I never stopped doing yoga throughout my whole journey, my reconstructions, the chemotherapy, that, did it look like it looks like this minute? No, maybe not. But I always could breathe. I always became, tried to be mindful. I'm just going to mute whoever that is not muted right now, Michelle. Just going to mute you. There you go. But I always tried to do something, right? So that's why I encourage you, no matter where you are in your journey, just try to do whatever you can. And don't judge yourself. You think, I can't do that, or I can't do this. That we're so hard on ourselves, that's not helpful when it comes to restoring our body. But doing some sort of physical movement every day is so important. Even if it means just getting up from the bed and walking, just walking around your house or something. And sometimes that's all I could do when I had like major surgeries, but the recovery time can be so much faster if you do that. So let's get going. I know we're all at different levels, so just go with wherever you are and obviously modify whatever you need to do. And I'll call out some modifications. I've been teaching yoga since 2012. So I currently teach in the local area. And then during the pandemic, I did a lot of online teaching, but I don't really teach so much online anymore because we're back in person. But that's why I love doing this, because it's my sisters, and I love teaching my sisters because why not? All right, so we're gonna get started. So grab your little pillow and we're gonna get seated here. And yeah, so good to see you guys. Love this little group this morning. All right, I'm just gonna put on some music just to help center our mind. And if you have like an essential oil or something that helps open up your breath, that is I really recommend that. I'm gonna use some eucalyptus, and we're just gonna start with a simple meditation. Again, I recommend you sit on a block or a pillow just to help with your sit bones. And if you don't have any oil, that's okay. Just rub your palms together, create some heat, and then place it on the back of your neck, just to give your back a nice little massage this morning. Just a little massage. It's really wonderful. Good. And then just massage your traps. So the traps are right here. These are your traps. So you just want to massage your traps. And just massage your traps just slightly. And then allow your hands to gently come onto your inner thighs. And we're going to take a big breath in and a calming breath out. Inhale again. Hold, and then exhale, calming breath out. One more big breath in. And a calming breath out. And we're going to start with the breath of fire. So the breath of fire is really simple. You're not really moving much. It's just focusing on your core, right? So just focusing on the abdomen. And we really want to actually, focus on toning the abdomen, because this is our powerhouse. This is where we get the strength in our spine. So we're going to start by placing our palm in front of our nose. And when we breathe out, we're going to suck our belly in. So you can see how I'm breathing out and I'm sucking my belly in. So we're just going to do that really fast, okay? So you're going to take a big breath in, and then here we go. Okay, so you're thinking that is weird if you've never done it before. Again, it helps detoxify your body, and it also helps tone your abdomen. Okay, let's do it one more time. Breath of fire. The reason why we put our hand in front of our face is because you can actually feel your breath coming out of your nose. Okay, let's take it one more time. Inhale. Good, excellent. So now we're just gonna move our torso around. So just gonna move your torso around. Just create some movement in your torso. And this activates the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is your source of feminine divine energy. And so much of yoga, so much of breast cancer and our connection to breast cancer is connected to our feminine divine energy because it's our breast. But this points the direction to our sacral chakra. So we're just going to move it around and move it around. And I know for me, after going through the reconstruction, the chemo, the radiation, the brain cancer, the ovarectomy, I had my ovaries out as well. My libido completely plummeted. So this is where you really can focus with the libido part, is by working on your connection to your sacral chakra. And let's take it the opposite direction. So we're just gonna move. So we're just isolating your core. So your torso is really not moving, it's just the core. So we're just moving the core around. Yeah, so when I did the remove the ovaries, it definitely helped with the hot flashes because I was put into early menopause, but it definitely took a hit to my libido. Not like I had a randy, super crazy libido before, but it definitely made an impact. So doing the sacral chakra sort of activation helps with just getting your libido going, just feeling more like your divine energy, your feminine energy. And then we're going to inhale our arms overhead, and we're going to clasp our hands together, and we're going to take a big breath in, and then we're going to reach over to the right side. Now this pose is really very difficult if you've had the deep reconstruction or if you've had a double mastectomy. So just if you've had a double mastectomy, place your hands behind your head, and so just move to the side like this. Over time, you can reach and move a little bit deeper, but you can see I have the scars all through my abdomen, and of course here. So you have to be just gentle with your scars. I'm about 1.5 years out from the double mastectomy. From the deep reconstruction, and a little bit over 1.5 years from the double mastectomy. And coming back to center, and then take it to the opposite side. People ask me, oh, how long afterward did you start doing yoga? You have to listen to your body and just go with what feels good for you. I just listened to my body. And for the deep reconstruction, it was about a month or 3 to 4 weeks. And then with the, and take your hands behind your back. And with the double mastectomy, it was a little bit less time than that. Because I could use my lower body and not my upper body. And then from here, we're gonna forward fold, and we're gonna bring our arms over our head, bring your forehead to the mat or the floor, wherever you are, and just feel that wonderful stretch. And then come back to center. Good. And from here, we're gonna bring our right hand down, and then we're gonna bring our left arm over, and we're gonna extend our left leg out. So here we are. We extend the left leg out, and we're going to bring our left elbow, if you can, bring your left elbow down. Good. And then come back up to center and bring your left hand down and bring your right arm over and reach it over. Good. Nice, ladies. Come back to center, and then bring your right elbow down and bring your left arm over. Good. And then come back to center, bring your left hand down and bring your right arm over. Good. Come back to center. And then this time we're going to bring our feet together. So this is called butterfly pose. So this one's a really good hip opener. And I want you to just take your hands and massage them on the bottoms of your feet. So this is a really great just to help relax your body, is just to massage the bottoms of your feet. I do also like to put sometimes oils on the bottoms of my feet, just for digestion and reset. But this is just great to just massage the bottoms of your feet. So much of going through the cancer journey is self-care and taking care of yourself. And this is such a beautiful way to take care of yourself. It's just giving yourself a massage whenever you can, and putting some beautiful oils, or just, you know, just massaging yourself, just loving yourself. And then that's all about being a goddess, right? Taking care of yourself. And then we're going to forward fold. And if you are feeling really tight in your hips right here, I recommend just grabbing your pillow. I'll just grab my pillow. Grab your pillow, and you can just place it onto the mat, or I'm sorry, I keep saying mat. Some of you may not have a mat, or onto the floor, and then forward fold, and you can rest your head onto that place of your mat. You might need to bend your pillow if you're really feeling like it's too low for you. You might want to bend your pillow and bring your forehead to the pillow. So I'm just going to come around and check how you guys are doing here. That looks good. Good, Shannon. Good, Kathy. Good, Mary. Michelle. Good, Natalie. Yeah. Jean. Nice. Hi, Linda. All right. Great. Come back to center. And then we're going to extend our right leg out. So this time we're going to take the right leg and extend it out. And then we're going to bring our left elbow down, bring our right arm over. Good. And then bring your right hand down and bring your left arm over. Yes, very nice. Now bring your left hand down and bring your right arm over. And bring your right hand down and bring your left arm over. Excellent. Come back to center and bring your feet back together. Good. Lift your chest and bring your hands to your ankles and just draw your shoulder blades up and back. So you want to, yes, draw your shoulder blades up and back. Good. Lift, 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 and really hyperextend. Draw those shoulder blades back. Lift and reach. Again, if you've just had the double mastectomy, this might be kind of intense. So you just want to go easy with it, but show your boobies nice and proud, whatever you have. If you don't have, if you've opted not to have any reconstruction, beautiful. You can still draw your shoulder blades back and lift, lift, lift. Excellent. And now we're going to make our way onto your tabletop. So you're going to come onto your tabletop pose. So our knees are on the mat, okay? And you're planting your palms onto the mat as well. All right, and you're going to inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine. Okay, like a cat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine. So I want to hear your breathing. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine. And again, we're just going to roll it out a little bit, roll the torso. By the way, I'm opting not to have any music right now so you can hear my voice. But if you want some music in the background, feel free to put some music on, okay? So go with whatever you feel. But I think for me, music is gonna distract from me teaching you guys. So just feel free to put some music on in the background if you need some music. All right, so just again, remember this activates the sacral chakra. So you want to just move it around, okay? Good. And from here, I want you, if you have sensitive knees, I want you to fold the right side of your mat over. So you want to fold the right side of your mat over. And we're going to extend our left leg out, okay? So this is the first step. For some of you, this might be just fine. Just staying here, this is great. Okay, I want you to flex. I want you to point. I want you to flex. I want you to point. Flex and point. And then from here, if you want to take it up a notch, I want you to extend your right arm. Okay, so holding it here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down. Good. Now, same side, we're going to open up our left hip to the left side. So left hip. Notice how that we're not really activating anything in our upper body. We're just using our arms as support. So we're activating the legs. And I'm consciously doing this to avoid too much breast upper body work, especially if you're in the process of still in your surgeries and things like that. But you can always you do the lower body. Nothing's affected your lower body. I mean, I had a lot of stuff affecting my lower body, but for you guys, if you haven't done the deep yet, then you should be fine in your lower body. All right, from here, we're going to extend and come back. Extend and come back. And extend and come back. From here, we're going to open and close for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And hold it here and then lower down. So you should have felt your right thigh feeling it, right? Did you feel that a little bit? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up? Yeah? Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. From here, I want you to open up your thighs and we're going to come on to our knees. So this is like typical Ustrasana. So we're going to do a modified Ustrasana, right? So typical Ustrasana is Camel Pose. So you bring your palm to your heel, and then you extend your left arm up, and then maybe you can even, that's okay. But that, again, if you're new to yoga or it's been a while, we're going to start very simple, okay? We're going to start very simple. But if you know full Ustrasana, you want to go into it, go for it. But this is how we're going to start. We're just going to bring our hands to prayer pose behind our back, okay? And then we're just going to lift up and then just draw your shoulder blades back. So this is all you need to do. Just draw your shoulder blades back and lift. Again, if you've had the double mastectomy, you know, and if this is feeling like too much for you, then you can just hold here and just lean back, okay? And then that will actually work your stomach muscles, because we want to build our core. We want to focus on our core, and because we want to keep the spine nice and strong. So isolate the core here is by drawing your leaning back slightly. Again, if you want to bring the hands behind you as well. All right, come back to center and make your way back to your tabletop pose. Okay, now we're going to take the opposite side. So for me, that's your, yeah, so before I did the right, and now we're going to do the left. Okay, so let's do the left. So we're going to pad the left side. Pad the left side. So now you're getting a nice view of my butt. Okay. So pad the left side. And then we're going to extend the right leg long. Okay, so we're going to flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And then we're going to extend the left arm long. So holding it here. Now this side is a little bit more like weaker for me, because I had all that surgery on the left side of my cerebellum, which is where the breast cancer was in my brain. So this side is a little, I can feel a little like harder for me to maintain the control. And then from here, we want to lower down. Good. So I want you guys to notice, and that is the point of yoga too. Stay where you are. I want you to notice what sides are tighter for you, right? What side is tighter? What side is harder for you as you move through the yoga practice, because the awareness is so much a part of that, right? Okay, so let's, from there, we're gonna bring the knee up, okay? Remember that we did that before? I did this, we call this the fire hydrant, because it's like a dog peeing on the fire hydrant. And then extend your leg. Extend the leg. Yeah, extend. Okay, good. And holding in here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend your knee and then open and close. 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 Excellent. Open and close. And then we're going to lower down And we're going to open up our thighs nice and wide, and you're going to sink back into your hips, and then put your forehead onto the mat and come into child's pose. So we're just going to take a child's pose right here. All right, and from here, coming back into your tabletop, we're gonna try the that yoga again. We're gonna try the Ustrasana pose again. Again, go where what feels good for you. We're all at different levels. I'm gonna go for the full Ustrasana. So if you wanna come join me in full Ustrasana, otherwise just like this, or draw your shoulders back. And I'm gonna bring my right hand down and left arm up, left hand down, and lift and draw your torso up. 3, or 2, and 1. Use your core, come on up. Now that pose for me last year would have been impossible. So you can see the body over time, you know, it can get stronger and can get more flexible. So just be patient with yourself wherever you're at. All right, now we're gonna make our way into downward facing dog, okay? So downward facing dog. So plant your palms onto the mat, roll over the tops of your feet, and then make your way into downward facing dog. So plant your palms, elongate your tailbone to the ceiling, come onto your tippy toes, and then lower your heels down. Again, come onto your tippy toes, and then lower your heels down. Again, come onto your tippy toes and lower your heels down. And then walk into a flat back. So you want to come into a flat back. So the palms are on your shins. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale again to a flat back. And then exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up, and then bring your palms together to prayer pose. Close your eyes and think about something you're grateful for. So much of the journey is just being in gratitude, right? There's always something to be grateful for, no matter where you are in your journey, whether it's a warm bed or the fact that you still have your eyes and your ears and you can hear and you can see, or you have your family and friends to help you. I could always find, even in the darkest of days, something to be grateful for. Even when I thought maybe the next day I could die, I was still grateful. My husband was by my side and I was taken care of. As you inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to swan dive forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant hand, step back, downward facing dog. Good. And from here, we're going to glide into high plank. Now, for some of you, this just might be too much, right? This might be too much. It's too hard. If that's the case, bring your knees down, okay? Don't be shy. Just bring your knees down. We're all at different places. Don't judge yourself. Don't compare yourself to someone else, okay? Just judge yourself to yourself. The fact that you're here this morning is enough, okay? Okay, so if you're still here in high plank, we're gonna hold it here for 4. For 3, activate that Uddiyana Bandha, that's the root, the sacral. For 2 and 1, bring your knees down and then lower all the way down onto your stomach. And then we're gonna inhale, upward facing, so we're gonna draw our shoulder blade back. Again, if you just had your double mastectomy, this might not be a reality for you. So if you just had your double mastectomy, just bring your elbows down. You don't have to do that. A lot of the heart openers are really difficult when you've just had the double mastectomy. So this was also hard after the deep because of just like the pressure. So just, if you just had the deep, maybe just like do this or something. Okay, so we're gonna plant our hands into the mat. Draw your elbows into your ribs and inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Step, step, step to the front of your mat. Inhale again to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And now we're gonna sink into our hips. So we're gonna bring our thighs together, sink into your hips. Good, squeeze your thighs together. And then we're gonna inhale, arms overhead. So this is called Ukutasana, also known as chair pose or thunderbolt pose. And you really wanna sink into your hips. Good, sink a little bit lower for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale, forward fold. And now you're gonna spread your feet hip width distance and then take your elbows and you're gonna grab your elbows and then allow your forehead to drop, allow your torso to release. And you just wanna feel this amazing stretch in your whole upper torso. So just completely release. I'm gonna come around, see how you guys look here. See how you're doing. Good, Nancy, good, Michelle. Good, Katrina. Allow that neck to release. Barali, I don't know who that is. Barali, first name. Mary, yeah. Allow that neck to be completely released. Good, Shannon, Jean, Michelle, Jeanette, Michelle. Even more. Release, release. Let it all go. Yeah, there you go. Now allow your hands to melt towards the mat, or the rug, or whatever you've got. Just allow. And allow gravity to do its work, right? Just allow gravity to do its work. So allowing your torso to melt with every exhale towards your thighs. Take a big breath in and a big exhale out. One more time, inhale and exhale. And now we're gonna come to a flat back again. So plant your hands onto your shins, inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back to a downward facing dog. And from here, glide that again into that high plank, okay? So check that your shoulders are over your wrists. And again, if this is too much, you can bring your knees down. Holding it here for 3, for 2, and 1. Draw your elbows into your ribs, it's a low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, from here, we're gonna extend our right leg long. So right leg long, and then bend your right knee. Bend your right knee and bring your right hip open. And then we're gonna step through to warrior 1. So our back foot is at a 45-degree angle, and our front knee is bent. And we're gonna square our hips to the front of the room and extend our arms overhead. Take a big breath in and a calming breath out, and then open up to warrior 2. So I love doing the warrior poses because we're all warriors, right? We're also goddesses because I feel like warrior is very masculine and it's like killing something. You don't really kill something when you're a breast cancer survivor or walking through the journey. I think goddess is more like you're learning from the journey and it's a more feminine approach. So I love combining the warrior energy with the goddess energy. So in this pose, we're going to combine the goddess energy by just doing some fluid movements. So we're going to bring our right hand behind us and bring our right hand onto our right thigh. And then inhale, reverse. Nice and fluid. We're combining that warrior with the goddess, which is what you need when you're walking through breast cancer. The warrior and the goddess together, right? And we're gonna come all the way down to a runner's lunge. And from here, we're gonna bring our left knee down.
Hello.
Yes?
Look.
Hello? Oh, I'm just gonna mute whoever that is. Apologize, guys. So bring your left knee down and extend your right leg out. Okay, so you might want to fold your mat over, okay, and extend that right leg. And then inhale to a flat back, and then exhale, forward fold. So you want to go where your edge is, wherever your edge is, but you should feel the stretch in your right thigh. So if you've had the reconstruction, the deep, it doesn't matter. Like this is not really focusing on the upper body. We're really focusing on the extension of our spine and in our core and connecting with our right thigh. Inhale, exhale. You also want to flex your right foot when you're here. Flex, flex, flex. All right, make your way to runner's lunge again. And then from here, we're going to bring our left hand down and then bring our right shoulder open. Open your right shoulder, and you can stay here or even extend your right arm. So this is a great place right here, or you can draw your right hand behind you. For 3, for 2, and 1. Bring your right hand down and then step back to downward facing dog. Good. And bend one knee, bend the other, bend one knee, bend the other, and then extend the left leg and open up your left thigh. Open up your left thigh. Good. And then from here, step through to warrior 1. So your back foot again is at a 45-degree angle. Okay, I'm just gonna turn around. Good. And you're squaring your hips to the front of the room. Take a big breath in and then open up to warrior 2. Good, warrior 2. And from here, inhale, reverse. We're gonna remember, combine the goddess movement. And then exhale, left elbow, left thigh. Good, inhale, reverse. And then exhale, left elbow, left thigh. One more time, inhale, reverse. And then exhale, windmill down, coming onto your right knee. Okay, so you want to pad your right knee if you'd like. Extend your left leg nice and long. Flex your left foot. And then inhale, look at that cute dog. Exhale, forward fold over your left thigh. So over your left thigh, and feel that beautiful stretch in the left side. Inhale, exhale, flex that left foot. Good. And just notice the differences between each side, right? Is this side a little tighter for you? Like, so what does it feel like? Okay. And make your way back to runners. Bring your right hand down and extend that left arm up. You can stay here or draw that left arm behind you. So yogi's choice. Holding in here for 3, for 2, and 1. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe your left hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Step, step, step to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let's make our way into a standing pose. So shake it out. You guys are doing so freaking awesome. I mean, how cool that we're all around the country, right? We're doing yoga. We all are walking through Panther, but or we have, where we're out of the journey, but we've all at different stages. I just think it's the coolest thing. We're gonna take tree pose. Okay, so trees are all in a forest, they're all together, right? That's how we are right now. So we're gonna bring our right foot into our left thigh. So if you need something to hold on to, like grab a chair, or, you know, like if you have your wall next to you, wherever you're at, you know, just place that right foot into your left thigh. And holding in here, bring your palms together, draw your belly button in, and then when you're ready, extend your arms overhead and drop your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Good, ladies. Inhale, exhale. Now bring your hands to your hips, okay? Again, you can hold on to something if you need to. Otherwise, bring your knee into your chest. This is just you're activating your abdomen, and extend your right leg long. Holding it for 3, for 2, and 1, and then lower down. Good. And walk it out slightly. Good. Let's take the opposite side. So again, we're not really doing anything with our upper body. We're just focusing on the core. And that's something you can do no matter where you're at in your journey. This whole situation can still be worked, okay? Your thighs, your stomach. And I made sure of that. Even when this hurt, I could still do squats, right? Okay, so let's do tree pose on the left side. Okay, bring your palms together. Good, holding in here. And then when you're ready, extending your arms overhead. Drop your shoulders. Excellent, excellent. Good. And then bring your hands to your hips. Good. And extend your left leg out. Kick it out, kick it out, kick it out, and then lower down. Excellent job. Now, next pose we're going to do is dancer's pose. So dancer's pose, I'm going to cue different variations because we all have different levels. Let me just bring up my camera slightly. There we go. All right, here we go. So we're going to reach for the inside of our right foot. So that's the first step. So if this is where you're at, that's great. Just hold here. If you want to take it up a notch, extend the left arm. And then if you want to take it up a notch, you're going to kick your right foot into your right hand. Lift and kick. So wherever you're at, for 4, beautiful. For 3, lift up a little bit more. For 2, and 1, and release. So we had a few variations there. Again, just go with your edge. Don't force it. Okay, just go where you feel works, okay? So kick your left foot into your left hand. So again, for some of you, this might be where you want to stay. Great. If you want to take it up a notch, take your right arm up and just begin to kick your left foot as you hinge forward. Up, 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 up. For 3, good. For 2, and 1. If that's not the ultimate goddess pose, I don't know what is. I want to see all you guys in this summer in a little bathing suit doing that pose and sending it to me, okay? Give me your thumbs up. Yes. Okay. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant hands, step back, downward facing dog. Glide into high plank. Okay. Holding it here. Again, you can bring your knees down, but I really want you to try to activate that core. Breathing here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now draw those elbows into the ribs. Squeeze, 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 and then lower all the way down onto your stomach. Bring your cheeks to the side. Bring your hands by your side. So just, I want you to feel your whole body just completely melting on the mat. You are so strong. You are so beautiful. You've got this. Yes. So just allow yourself to take in the beautiful work that you did this morning and just holding it here. All right, from here, we're gonna bring our head forward. Okay, again, this might be intense if you've just had the double mastectomy. This might be even too intense for you. If it is, you just wanna go to just maybe lift your shoulders, okay? Now, if you wanna take it up a notch, if you're out of the clear for a while, bring your hands behind you, clasp your hands, and we're gonna lift and point our feet. Lift our shoulders back for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Good, lower down. Now we're gonna bend our knees, grab the inside of our feet with our hands, and then take a big breath in, come on up. Again, if you've just had the double mastectomy, maybe you're not doing this one. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down, windshield wiper your feet side to side. Windshield wiper your feet side to side. Side to side. Good. Let me just fix my, there we go. All right, so we're side to side. Now come onto your knees again. Come onto your knees, and then we're gonna roll over the tops of our feet, downward facing dog. Press your palms, and then walk, 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 walk onto your seat. And we're gonna extend your legs out in front of us. We're gonna extend your legs out in front of you. Maybe grab some water. I love, love, love to put Zendocrine or lemon into my water. That helps with detoxing the liver after chemotherapy. If you've had chemotherapy, I have really good recommendations of how to get it out of your liver, because chemotherapy can cause secondary issues. And so you want to detox the liver as much as possible because it's essentially a poison. So you want to detox as much as possible. Drink lots of water. Zendocrine, lemon in the water is fabulous. Just get that shit out, and it can last there for years. So just get it out as much as possible. Okay, take your little bit of water. Remove the flesh from underneath your seat. Lift your chest, and then exhale, forward fold over your thighs. Now, you might need a pillow here. This might be a really nice thing to have your pillow here. But basically, you want to bring your elbows maybe onto your knees and maybe grab your big toes. Inhale to a flat back and forward fold. And then inhale, lift your chest and open up your arms nice and wide. Open up your arms. And this is, again, we're really focusing on the core. So even if you've had the double mastectomy or something, it doesn't matter. You can really focus on the core. And we're going to slowly lower down for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Holding it here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Come back to center and forward fold. You know, I thought after having my deep reconstruction that anything, doing anything with my stomach would be really challenging, but it actually wasn't that bad because it doesn't mess with your muscles. When you do a trans, it's a trans something where you use muscles instead of fat, that's when it can be problematic. But in my consultations, because I told them I was a yoga teacher, they were like, yeah, don't use any muscles when you're doing a reconstruction, use your fat. And I know some women can't do that because of various reasons, but that would make the yoga more challenging when you're actually giving up a muscle instead of fat. But I found with fat, it didn't really make a big difference for my muscle, because I'm actually, I feel stronger now than I did before, okay? So, because I was using my abdomen more. All right, so lowering down for 4, for 3, for 2, 1, holding it here. We're just gonna do little pulses for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and forward fold last time. Good, excellent, ladies. All right, so open up your arms. We're gonna lower down on a count of 4, for 3, for 2, and then lower all the way down onto your back. Good. And you're gonna extend your legs up to the ceiling. Good. And we're gonna bring our hands behind our back, our head, and we're gonna lift the neck, lift the neck. Don't crunch the neck, please. Lift the neck. And we're just gonna pulse for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it here, lift the neck, don't crunch the neck. And then we're gonna bend our left knee and we're gonna extend our right leg out. And then we're gonna twist our right elbow to our left knee. Switch. For 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Knees in the chest. Good. Nice job, ladies. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. Now we're going to come into pelvis. We're going to come into bridge pose. So we're going to lift our pelvis. Again, if you've had the double mastectomy, this shouldn't really be an issue for you at all, because you're just using your lower body again. Okay. The only thing I would say that if you're struggling, if you're still healing from the double mastectomy, I wouldn't shimmy my shoulders like this. I wouldn't do that. I would just keep my shoulders even and lift your pelvis, okay? So if you're fine up here, what I want you to do is shimmy your shoulders and clasp your hands underneath your seat and lift your pelvis up to the ceiling and squeeze your glutes. So you're really working your thighs, and I want you to draw your thighs together. Lift, lift, lift for 4, for 3, for 2 and 1. Good, lower down. Again, if you've had the double mastectomy recently, do not shimmy your shoulders underneath. Just keep your shoulders, keep your shoulders even and just lift your hips. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna do the double mastectomy if you've just had a double mastectomy version. So we're gonna lift our pelvis. So remember, we're not shimmering our hips, we're just lifting our pelvis, we're squeezing our glutes, we're activating our thighs, we're drawing our thighs together, we're lift, lift, lift for 3, for 2, and 1, lower down. Okay, I'm gonna cue the last one. The last one, I'm also gonna do bridge pose. So if you're someone who, I'm also gonna do wheel pose. So if you're someone who's gone through the journey, you're feeling good in your body, you wanna take it up a notch, this is for you, okay? This was something I could not do until recently because of all the surgeries, okay? I've had so many surgeries that this one was really difficult, but now I can do it again, all right? It just takes a little bit of practice. So this one is wheel pose. But if you wanna stick with bridge, your variation, okay? Wheel pose, I'm gonna cue it. You bring your palms to frame your head. You're gonna plant your palms of your feet into the mat, and you're gonna begin to press into the mat as you lift your torso, lift your pelvis, lift, 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 and extend out for 4, for 3, for 2, lift a little bit more, and 1, lower all the way down, and bring your feet together. Bring your feet together, and rest your right hand onto your heart, left hand on your stomach, and close your eyes. Again, this is the ultimate goddess pose here. This is called Supine Twists. So yeah, open it up. Looks good, ladies. Inhale. Exhale. And again, I want you to think about something you're grateful for. I want you to think about the journey that you've had in front of you, of where you've been, where you're going. How, what always gave me hope is the dreams that I had, right? That I was like, this can't end the dreams that I have. I have such big dreams. I have such big visions. And I want to live, like I have a will to live, and I live to be healthy, right? Every day I think about that. So just bring that into your body. And I never want to stop learning what's going to make me healthier. And I feel healthier now than I did before I had cancer. And I was pretty healthy before I had cancer too. So you can always keep learning, always keep moving, always keep growing in this. And it's a gift. It's a gift of waking us up to something greater. And it connects all of us. So on that note, we're gonna bring our hands to the bottoms of our feet for happy baby. And we're gonna rock your happy baby side to side. Rock the happy baby side to side. And we're gonna bring our knees into our chest. Okay, from here, we're gonna set up for half pigeon on our back. And if you'd like to take traditional half pigeon, I'll cue that as well, because again, we're all at different levels. So half pigeon on our back, we're gonna take our right foot and place it on top of our left thigh. And we're gonna draw our left knee towards our chest. So left knee draws toward our chest. So we're gonna feel an opening on the right side. So opening on the right side, a real stretch on the right side. So this is one variation. If you wanna do half pigeon, traditional half pigeon, coming onto downward facing dog, and extending your right leg, opening up your right thigh, and then step through half pigeon on your right side. Draw your left hip back, and then lift your chest, exhale, forward fold. So 2 variations, go with what works for you. Inhale, exhale. Both have the same results, similar results. And make your way out of that pose. Bring your knees into your chest. If you took half pigeon the other way, begin to come into downward facing dog, and then take it on the opposite side. And then if you're on your back, take your left foot on top of your right thigh and draw your right knee into your chest. Feel that stretch upon your left thigh. This side is, again, a lot tighter for me. So just notice the differences on each side. And draw your knees into your chest. And if you're in traditional half pigeon, just make your way onto your back again. Draw your knees into your chest. Good. And then I want you to take your block, or your pillow, and place it underneath your seat. So place it underneath your seat, and you're going to just extend your legs up to the ceiling. So this pose is so super fabulous. You can also, if you want to, bring your feet up to a wall. So this pose is amazing because it helps detoxify your body. Again, remember I talked about the importance of detox after chemo and after surgeries, the anesthesia, all that. So this pose is because you're circulating your blood flow in a different direction. So you're having your feet above your heart. So it's really powerful for detoxification in general. It's also really wonderful if you're feeling anxious or stressed, especially if you're at the beginning of your journey and you're like faced with this great unknown of like, what the fuck just happened? This is a great pose before bedtime with some also lavender on the bottoms of the feet, and just to help calm your active mind that goes into like worry, fear, dread. This calms your parasympathetic, this helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the mind and the body. Good, and from here, we're gonna set up for almost our final pose, because I can't believe it's been almost an hour, wow. And we're gonna set up for our final pose, which is Matrandrasana fish pose. So we're gonna take the block and we're gonna place it, or I keep saying block. Take your pillow and put it underneath your chest, and we're gonna hold our chest. So okay, if you've just had the double mastectomy, maybe this isn't the greatest pose for you, so don't do it. But the rest of you guys can do it, okay? So we're gonna lift our chests over onto the pillow. You might want to fold your pillow so you have a little bit more of a lift. Okay, and we're gonna bring the top of our head onto the mat, and we're just gonna draw our shoulder blades up and open. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Everyone okay there? Stacy and friends? Okay, you're just watching? Oh, because you just had surgeries. Okay. But you can just lie on your back now. This is like you can just lie on your back, because we're going to come into a Shavasana. So wherever you're at, just come, even if you just had surgeries, just go on your back, okay? And I'm going to lead you through a little meditation. And from here, I want you to remove the pillow and draw your knees into your chest. Okay, draw your knees into your chest and extend your left leg long. Draw your right knee into your chest, twist over to the left side, extend your right arm to the right side, look over to your right side. Okay, supine twist. Again, this might be a little bit challenging, especially if you've just had the deep. Come back to center, taking the opposite side, right arm extends, left knee to the chest, twist over to the left side, looking over to the left side. Twist over to the right side, look over to the left side. Good, come back to center. And then extend your legs long, extend your arms long. We're gonna be setting up for our final resting pose of Shavasana. So you can put something over your eyes. We're gonna be here, we're gonna take a meditation, a breast cancer goddess meditation. So I want you guys to get ready for that. So feel your whole body completely melting on the mat. Feel your whole body just completely melting into the mat. And then see a light hovering over your whole body. A beautiful light hovering over your whole body. And I want this light to be a light that every time it touches a different part of your body, it heals your cells. It heals every cell in your body. Because what is cancer? It's damaged cells. So I want you to really visualize healing your cells every time this light touches a different part of your body. So that light comes to the bottoms of your feet. From the bottoms of your feet, the light comes to your ankles. And from your ankles to your thighs. And from your thighs to your knees and to your pelvis. And all the way at the base of your spine, that's your root chakra and your sacral chakra. Just let that light fill your whole root chakra, sacral chakra, keeping our ovaries nice and healthy. Although I got mine out, so I guess I don't have to worry about that. But your ovaries should be nice and healthy, hopefully. And then that light comes to your stomach, healing your digestion organs, which always take a hit during chemo, that's for sure. Your inner intestines, the larger intestine, smaller intestine, stomach, and to your liver, healing your liver, pancreas, kidneys, colon. Just let every organ light up, right? We want to keep our organs so healthy, especially if you have metastatic cancer, like I had metastatic cancer, so keeping the organs nice and healthy. And that light comes up to our chest, our ribs, our heart, our lungs, keeping our lungs nice and healthy, illuminating them with light. And then the light comes to our shoulders, our elbows, our wrist, our fingers, all the way up back to our shoulders again and our throat. So our throat chakra, which is how we talk, how we vocalize, how we talk to others, how we are expressing our pain sometimes, or our worry, our fears, not only in our voice, but in our head. So that's our throat chakra. So being mindful of our throat chakra and our words and how they affect us and others. Are our words positive? Are we lifting ourselves up? Are they negative? Are they, poor me, that kind of stuff? Be mindful of your throat chakra. And then the mouth, relaxing the jaw, the teeth, the lips, the cheeks, the eyes, the eye sockets, the eyebrows, and the nose, nostrils, ears, back of head, whole head, relaxing whole head, finding that beautiful healing light, cellular regeneration. And then that light comes to our third eye. So the third eye is that point right in between your eyebrows. So that point that connects us to our intuition, to the divine energy of intuition and our goddess power. We have so much power in our intuition and our insight. And that light comes all the way to the top of our head. That's our crown chakra. That's what connects us to God, our higher power, whatever you call something that's greater than you, that you need to have when you're walking through this journey. We need to have a power greater than ourselves, or it's too much to handle, right? The world is too overwhelming. So we need something greater than ourselves, something higher than us. And so that connects all of us together. It connects us to the universe in our final resting pose of Shavasana. And slowly wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and make your way onto your side. And make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And bring your palms over your heart chakra when you're ready. Sending ourselves the healing light of energy that we need to get through our journey. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, ladies. I realize I taught longer than I anticipated, so I apologize if you were on a deadline of needing something to do. A few people had to leave early, but too bad they missed this ending. And I will have the recording as well.